It's Paul Hawksby and Andy Jacobs here on TalkSport with our good friends at Screwfix, and it is time for the Clips of the Week.
The TalkSport Clips of the Week.
Well, as you can imagine, it's pretty Cheltenham heavy, the clips this week, and we do start with Alan and a time check.
Right, coming up to just 8:43, just before 8:45.
Yeah, not really a problem. I'm actually surprised you knew what day it was, let alone the time.
Staying with racing, and Mike's got an interesting pronunciation of a National Hunt legend.
Plus, there are exclusive columns from the racing legend who is John Francoum. Great speaker, John Francoum, by the way, Andy, when you go to these racing events.
Yeah, what about John Francoum? Is he a good
John
speaker?
Francoum?
Hello, my name's John Francoum.
I'm not John Francoum.
It's incredible.
Well, here's Keith Arthur on his mate Nigel Botherway's sporting prowess.
He used to row up and down the river every day with a colleague, and once that colleague became unable to row because of an injury, Nigel stopped rowing, and now he's got his bike. He actually rode a stage of the Tour de France this year, one of the mountain stages.
That's impressive, isn't it? I don't think
did he manage
Steve
that?
Redgrave could manage that, could he?
It's impossible.
God, to row up that mountain, it would take some doing, wouldn't it?
Now, Alan's back at Cheltenham with a race we've never heard of.
Now the 320, the big one, the Queen Mother Champion Moose.
Yeah, the Queen Mother Champion Moose, a fantastic race.
Well, you need a champion bit of moose to give you a
I
hair.
can't see the moose on the back of a horse.
I can't either.
No. That's maybe what they mean when they say you put a lump on it.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, Ronnie now.
Possibly, yeah.
Ronnie now proving that the old vino has never been far from their minds or indeed their lips at Cheltenham this week.
We're going to speak to Coventry chairman Ray Ranson as his side take on Chelsea at the Europa, yeah.
Oh, the Rioja.
Yeah, the old
Lovely.
Rioja Stadium.
Beautiful.
Yeah, please.
Well, the one jockey's name's on everyone's lips this week has been Ruby Walsh, but not Mike.
I couldn't see how you could not back big bucks, because, I mean, Ruby Murray is in the form of his life.
Ruby Murray,
Yeah,
the
tremendous.
famous, could murder a Ruby Murray, couldn't you?
Very much so, yeah.
Right, next it's the Olympic minister Tessa Jow joining Andy and Mike. You probably heard that this week, and she gave them an exclusive on the severity of the budget cuts for London 2012.
So, I mean, just to give you very quickly examples, the stadium, which will be a fantastic 85-seater...
Yeah, well, obviously, you know, the crowds aren't going to be as great as we thought. The ticket price is going up.
That's terrible, isn't it?
And there's still a few left, apparently. Still some left at the back, if you're interested.
By the way, did you know that Alan was a closet Coventry fan?
I didn't know.
For the likes of Coventry, you know, the Cov fans, what was it, 8:15? They'll be heading towards the pubs now.
Well, I don't know about that. If you were a Cov fan, you might, but I'm not sure they will.
No.
I think Alan will be in the pub now
That's
after
right.
Count Those Stars just won.
I think you will.
Now, look, everybody can do a bit of a Richie Benno impersonation, can't they? Everybody will have a go. You don't do a bad one.
Very, very good morning to you out there.
That's right. Morning, everyone. Everybody has a go. Joe? Yeah, I mean, you give us a bit of a...
One of the worst things I've ever seen on a cricket field.
Well, that wasn't great.
That wasn't... Actually, I thought it was...
That's very
I thought it was Melvin Bragg he was doing
That's
there.
very strange.
Yeah. And, I mean, even you can do a bit of a Richie Benno. Want to give us a Richie Benno?
Very, very good morning to everyone.
That's
not
pretty good
bad.
for an
Yeah, it was
Italian.
A bit David Frost in places.
Yeah.
Now, look, basically what the point we're making is
Yeah.
most people can have a bit of a go at a Richie Benno.
That's
So
right.
Ronnie's Richie Benno is a man who
tremendous,
knows Richie,
yeah.
has met Richie, and has
Yeah.
probably shared a beer with him. He should be fantastic. Let's have a listen.
As Richie Benno would say, the conditions are absolutely perfect. They really are.
Yeah, really are.
Was that Richie doing Ronnie?
I think it was,
It may
yeah.
well have been, yeah. And finally, it's Alan at Cheltenham again, introducing our expert.
Well, but first, back out to the course, looks an absolute picture, maybe a little bit of frost early on, a white covering, that's departing now, Rupert Bear.
Rupert Bear. Yes.
What a commentator he is in those trousers.
It was bound to happen, wasn't it? Rupert Bear in the end. Thanks for everybody who suggested clips this week. Sonia McDonald, Keith Elliott, Glenn from Camberley, Nick Green, Paul Green, anybody else called Green, Chris Ames, Lee Carter, Glyn Berrington, Ben in Albury, and Bakes the Orient fan. If you hear a clip on TalkSport this week, send it in to us at talksport.net or text it to 81089. Give us a day and a time, and if your clip is played, you will always get the credit. More of your emails and texts to come very, very shortly, and there'll still be time to find out how to take the perfect